She does a very poor job of trying to explain it away. She's saying, I was 13 or 14, I understand the use of the word. I always thought it meant friend or homie, despite my use of it being, you know you a stupid nigger, right? No one says friend or homie in that way, Tana. Also, you can't plead ignorance because every high school student in America has learned about slavery. I don't know what you're fucking on about.
But it's hard to be filled with regret because I was just ignorant and uninformed. My parents never said anything. No one ever told me. Until like 4 years later when people were like, hey, these are racist. And I was like, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, it's in every rap song. Like, Mac Miller says that he's white. Like, what's...
Well, they never say it with hard R in rap songs.
Fucking nigger.
Obviously, her explanations are dog shit. None of it adds up. So what I decided to do was take this word that she's so fucking passionate about that she tweets at me, kill yourself, and that she'll vilify me on her live streams about, and I decided to take it to her front door and see how she'd react if I simply asked her to say the dreaded N-word.
I may finally have found a place where I can be home.
N-word. 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 What else can be said about this topic that hasn't been said already? Not much. Pretty much everyone said it already. But here's some clips of Tana saying that context isn't important.
Okay, but when you're reading it, even if you're just saying it, even if you're reading something that somebody else says, you're saying, I'm a white person and I think it's okay to say that word.
It doesn't matter the context that you say it in. It's still racist.
It doesn't matter the context you say it in, it's still racist. Listen up, teachers of America. If you've ever read aloud Huckleberry Finn to your students, you've engaged in an act of racism.
The supporters call themselves N-word faggots. Like, that's what they call each other. Faggot, faggot, faggots.
Whoa, Tana, you're gonna drop the F-bomb like that? Listen, Tana, it doesn't matter the context you use it in. It's still homophobic. Obviously, that's just a bit of hyperbole on my part, but I think it illustrates the point quite well that we are very fucking stupid to hold the word nigger at this colossally high standard, whereas every other slur, that can be used in a comedic sense or an editorial sense, but not this one, because that one has history. Well, guess what, fucking retards? All the other ones have history, too. Zipperhead? Yeah. Asian people didn't get their fucking heads ran over in World War II. They weren't thrown into internment camps. But you can't say that one because it's got sort of it's guttural. Either all of them are okay, or none of them are okay. But if you try to come online and tell me that I can't say a particular word, but you say words that are just as offensive, in the famous words of Tana Mongeau,
Kill yourself.
It's literally like the definition of desensitizing society to the N-word and taking us a million steps back.
Tana, you are dumb. It is the exact opposite. This is a very important lesson in critical thinking. Have you or your friends ever said a word so frequently that it's lost a lot of the initial punch that it had, and eventually it just lost all meaning entirely? You should say yes, because it happens all the time. I remember initially hearing the word cunt and how awful that sounded, but I've used it so frequently that it means fucking nothing to me now. Cunt. Tech cunt here. Okay, cunt. So all of you people out there who hold these words at such high esteem, you are giving it the power that you so desperately want it to not have. Another point that people like Tana seem to miss is that you can critique people's use of the word nigger. You can even critique my going to your show and doing it in that sense. You can say, well, that wasn't even funny, because it really wasn't. I replaced say cheese with say nigger. How funny is that? Not really funny, but what is funny is your reaction to it. So yes, you're allowed to be critical of someone's use of the word. If you think it's not funny or you think it's cringy, leave in the comments. When you said the word nigger, my dick retracted inside of my body. And if you're a very observant person, you might notice a video from a year ago where I actually critique the use of the word when I'm doing a bad unboxing. The whole joke here is the nigger word. Let's laugh out loud in the comments, you guys. It's incredible how much more intelligent you would have looked if during the event where I came and said, say nigger, if you just said, wow, you're a very uncomfortable person and you're not very funny, what a pathetic joke, you would have just destroyed me. But you couldn't do that because you're the most predictable human being on the planet.
No, it's not a joke. Listen, I'm trying to start a menswear line, a fashion line.
Because you're the most predictable human being on the planet.
Oh my fucking god. Today's the Tana Mongeau concert. Oh my god, today's the Tana Mongeau concert. I'm gonna be late. Tana Mongeau, top 10, come watch Mongeau.
Do you guys have hoodies at all?
Can I get one of these in large? This is a bit large for me. Alright, let's get in line. I don't know who that is, but I'm excited.
Bye.
He's angry.
I'm a
You know, what is he
snake.
gonna do? What is he